And I didn't foresee the noncompliances coming to an end as much as I hoped they would. And so I thought it was best that I stepped down just for the sake of student government and the legislative branch, because I just wouldn't be able to serve properly as the Senate President, having to constantly go through hearings. Just how the decisions were being made with the judicial complaints and what was being found in merit, what wasn't being found in merit, it seemed that the system was broken and I wasn't getting a fair process. But we've always been really proficient. Over the summer, that was our biggest priority, was updating all the records. Part of that was just something that we wanted to do, and then I later learned in October that actually the state attorney's office had called the university. They had learned about different things that weren't up to date, and so that was part of why we were told to make sure it really happened, even though it was something that we really wanted to do already, because that's what our Constitution says, and past administrations just, I guess, let it slide. But we just really wanted the website to look really nice. So we did that. And so we already had like a pretty efficient process. It was more word of mouth, but we were all just, where is this, where is that? It's been a while. We're all learning how to legislate too. We're college kids, and it's really great that we get this opportunity to do this, but it seemed harsh for the first to not really follow what was written, to interpret that this 11 days meant so much more than what was actually written, and to not even give a chance to change it. I think there's a lot of, unfortunately, contradictions in all our governing documents, but that's really because we just have all these different students coming through, and when you make one change to one thing, changes aren't made to everything else as they should. That the Constitution is the skeleton, the statutes are your muscles, and then all your policies and procedures are the flesh. And that's in that order. And she would always cite, it's weird that our Constitution keeps growing in size. So does the United States Constitution grow in size? No, it's really brief, it's super to the point and very clear. Everything else then just expands upon it. It was really troubling. All I ever wanted to do was just make sure stuff gets done. It caused a lot of stress and a lot of some heartache, because in a way it really just showed that everything is vague and it could have been discussed, but it wasn't. So I'm probably really naive when it comes to student government. At least I was when I started all of this, where, why aren't we all just friends? We're all here to serve the students. It was very naive thinking, because politics gets thrown around, that word, like a very bad thing, but it is true. I had a teacher one time who described politics as any interaction between two human beings. And I really like that definition, because I think that it encompasses everything that happens. So there's friendships, there's, in a way, loyalties. There's so many things that are going on that factor into how people saw what was going on. A big part of it was I would have liked to talk to the senators more probably, and I didn't. I would kind of speak to them as a whole and be like, this is what's going on.